So welcome all for this seminar. We have chosen to call it Smart Manufacturing Standards from Semantics to Practical Use. And this seminar is co-arranged by Joint Working Group 21 of ISO-IEC, Smart Manufacturing Reference Models, and also the Swedish Mirror Committee to ISO TC 184 Automation Systems and Integration. And we also have some participants in the room and online from other companies and stakeholders that we think should listen, can have value of listening to this. So my name is Ann-Sofie Sjöblom. I'm project leader at SIS, and I'm responsible for the Swedish group that I just mentioned. And Johan Tegler here in the front from Saab Kockums is the chairman of the group. And so we have participants on Zoom and in the room. It's not a seminar open to everyone, because we think that it's important that you have some knowledge about systems engineering, information models, etc., to gain value from the seminar. We have turned off the cameras and the audio on the ones participating in the Zoom meeting. And we will try to have a few minutes after each presentation for questions. So in the Zoom meeting, write your questions in the chat, and we will have a look at it. And just in the room, ask your questions when it's time for that. And we would like this to be a discussion. We're presenting test cases and other information that we're developing in the standardization right now. And we would like your input on this and a discussion on what you think and your comments. So in the end of the day, we will have 30 minutes for discussion. And as I said, a few minutes after each presentation as well. And we will be recording this. And the reason for that is that we would like to share the presentations afterwards. We will not share any material, we will not send presentations, but we want to record it and be able to share it afterwards. But we will not share the discussion parts and the questions and answers. So it's important for you to know. And we are following ISO-IEC Code of Conduct, which, for example, means that we're not sharing any standardization work that is going on or standards documents. So let's start. Let's start. Yeah, there. First, safety first, as we always say. Perhaps you say interoperability first, but I say safety first. So we are here in case of a fire alarm or anything. We are here now in this room. So the green arrows show you where to go, and we have the stairs there and there if you need to exit the building somehow. But usually never happens. But anyway, that's important. And a few words on SIS. We are the Swedish member of ISO and IEC, not IEC, ISO and SEN. And ISO is a global standardization platform. SEN is the European one. So for Swedish stakeholders, if you want to influence those standards, you do that through SIS. And we turned 100 years 2 years ago. So we celebrated big for a whole year. And as you all know, standards have been around for a long time and for the industry. And in the beginning, it was more of dimensions for screws, etc. But now everyone is focused on how to achieve value from data, information, communication, interoperability, and also artificial intelligence, what to standardize, which level should we standardize on, and ethical AI, etc. So we have a lot of new issues that we're focused on now. And I think this is quite interesting. This is from Norway, a few years back, but still, they estimated that the lack of a common digital language in the Norwegian oil and gas industry cost more than 10 billion Norwegian crowns a year. So it's always interesting to see numbers. So, and then you can ask, is this a lot? So when I looked at this a while ago, I saw that the Norwegian gross domestic product is about 4,000 billion. And the oil and gas industry constitutes of 14–15% of that, which makes 500 billion value of the Norwegian oil and gas industry. Comparing 10 billion to 500, you see that that's 2%. That's quite a lot. So if we could decrease those 2%, that's a lot of value for the oil and gas industry. And the reason for this seminar, we will discuss the unified reference model for smart manufacturing and test cases, etc. We believe that this is part of the solution to decrease this 10 billion Norwegian crowns. So, and I mentioned the Swedish group, standardization group that SIS is having, that is called Industrial Data and Interoperability. Who are we? Well, we recently did this session, a workshop on what exactly is our vision, what's our mission, and what are the values that are important to us when we work in this group. Because the members of the groups are experts in different areas, etc. But what can we together agree on? So this is the result of this. And we thought that core values, the two top ones for us, is value creation, which means that there has to be value added and the demand from the industry. That's core. We're not standardizing just for standardizing. It needs to be driven by value creation. And also we agreed on passion, because we're engaged in standardization and we are passionate about this area, and we are convinced that standards are a prerequisite for digitalization. Mission is what we do in our platform and how we do it, etc. But our long-term vision is that we're empowering a sustainable and innovative industry. And by developing this framework of standards. So that's all for the introduction. This is the program for today. And as you can see, we have a lot of presentations, a lot of information. But we will have a break at 15:40 approximately. I hope that's okay with all of you sitting till then. I will then give the floor to the convener of the Joint Working Group 21, Professor Kimura from University of Tokyo in Japan. And you are here with your group for 3 days. So you had a meeting here yesterday and this morning, and we'll continue tomorrow. So you're welcome to present, give us some information on this group. Presenting.